Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is ThePromG. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, what for you guys today is a manga recommendation video. But alas, this is not your regular manga recommendation video. No sirree. This is something a little bit more special. I was inspired by creators such as I Read a Manga and Boogie Snacks who have created similar videos to this in the past, so I thought it'd be fun to reach out to some friends in the community so they can share their favorite pickups of all of 2020 with you guys. Now, just to clarify, when I say favorite pickup of the year, this could be anything from a volume to an entire manga series to a movie to a video game. You know you'd be lying if you said manga was the only form of entertainment that you consume, so I wanted to open the floor to all sorts of entertainment. Of course, links to everybody's channels in this video will be in the description below. I encourage you to check them all out. They're all amazing creators and amazing people, so definitely check them all out after this video. But if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Hey, what's up guys? My name's EastCoastManga, and thank you to ThePromG for having me on his channel. So the manga that I wanted to talk about real quick for one of my top picks of 2020 is The Drifting Classroom. This is one of my favorite manga. This is by Kazuo Umezu. There are 3 hardcover editions that Viz has released, and I highly recommend you guys to check out this manga if you're into dark, psychological survival type manga. This focuses on a group of kindergarteners to, I believe, up to the 5th grade, where their school just disappears one day as they're going to school, and it ends up in this wasteland. There's all these different types of problems, from lack of food to other creatures in the wasteland, as well as kids versus adults, and it's just really crazy. There definitely are some horror aspects to this manga, but it really thrives on the survival type situation, similar to Lord of the Flies, but just a lot more insane and a lot more dark. And retail on these bad boys are a little expensive, but you can get it for much cheaper off of, say, Right Stuff or Amazon than if you were to buy it retail. So that's where I recommend checking the books out. But yeah, The Drifting Classroom, that is my pick, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
How's it going, everybody? Otaku Modus, and thank you, ThePromG, for having me in your collab video. I'm super excited to share my favorite manga pickup of the year, and that is none other than Gantz. This is a very hard series to collect by, especially by the singles, and I had just completed it this year. Surprisingly, I have not been collecting manga for more than a year. It's actually very shy of it. But anyway, without further ado, Gantz. And the reason why this is my favorite pickup is because of the unique storytelling that follows behind it. It takes place in, obviously, Japan, and basically what happens is the main character has died and is resurrected. He is brought before the Gantz ball with other people who have died within the area, and the Gantz orb explains to them that they have a new life, and their new life is going to be determined by a score and a set of missions that are placed before them. Another reason that I'm very excited is because of the art behind it. Now, when I saw Gantz, it looked fantastic. Everything down from the beast designs, the dinosaurs, the zombies, or the dead, you got demons, mechs, crazy vehicles, behemoth of looking guns and armors, and it can go on forever. This mangaka, Hiroya Oku, his imagination, pen to paper, is off the walls, and there is no other manga or storyline that is going to follow this. And if it tried, you can tell that it would be a direct steal or ripoff, because there's nothing like this series. Yeah, so basically I picked this up off of the hype alone. I know that's really ballsy for me to do that, especially with how expensive the singles can be. But, I've done a lot of research. I've seen the art, and I've experienced a little bit of the anime and the animated movie, which is done in CGI, and I really loved it. I was full send for it. Do I recommend that you collect this? Yes, go for the omnibuses, the paperbacks. Try not to go for the singles. It is very expensive. Unless you come from a collector standpoint and you know you're going to like it like how I am. If you're lucky enough to find a really good set. But anyways, guys, this is my favorite manga pickup of the year, and probably, if not ever, that I have done in my collection. Thank you, ThePromG. Otaku Modus out.
What's going on, guys? Mixed Manga here, bringing you my favorite pickup of this year. After some thinking, I decided upon Vinland Saga, which you see right in front of you. Now, Vinland Saga is a historical seinen series about Vikings, which I've always liked Vikings, so once I heard about this series, I definitely had to check this out. So, the series takes place in a time of war, plunder, and a time of warriors. So, warriors like the main character right here, Thorfinn. This is an incredible story where we get to see why Thorfinn chooses to fight. and we get to see his inner conflict and how he copes with everything. There's a bunch of cool characters in this series, and along with all that, we get to see these gory hand-to-hand battles which take place during this time period. And we get to see this through Makoto Yukimura's amazing artwork. This artwork is absolutely amazing, some of the best I've ever seen for battle sequences. Packed with an astonishing story, characters, and artwork, Vinland Saga is my best pick of the year, 100%. The only downside is I wish we got some of these more often because the release date is super slow. The 12th omnibus is set to release April, so that really sucks. But that's the only downside. That's gonna do it for my favorite pickup of the year. Thanks for having me on the channel, Prom. I appreciate it. And I want all you guys watching to go down there and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get this man to 3K. He is so close. At the time I'm recording this, is at 2.99K. So let's get him there. We're almost there. So Merry Christmas to everyone out there and Happy Holidays. Stay safe, guys.
What's going on, fellow PromGers? Prom asked me what was my favorite pickup of the year. Could be anime, could be manga, could be a video game. Thought it'd be fun to just real quickly do one of each. So, favorite game pickup of the year, Persona 5, one of my favorite games of all time. And Persona 5 Royale just builds on that game. It's amazing art style, amazing combat, and a really well written story. I just love how this steelbook version looks. Came with a nice little card, and I'm just really happy to have picked this up. Favorite anime is going to be this I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, a limited edition version. I love how this cover, the slip cover looks. I think it's beautifully drawn. And as far as the movie, not really much more I can say about it than that hasn't already been said. It's beautifully written, very emotionally gripping, definitely a tearjerker, so be prepared for that. But the music is just amazing, and I love the story as well. It's definitely one of my favorite movies of the year, and it's going to stick with me for a while. And then lastly, for manga, it's going to be a weirder choice for me, but it is No Longer Human by Junji Ito. This is a all-in-one volume, very dark, very mature, but a lot of heavy themes, and it's just a story that really struck a chord with me, and it has stuck with me till this day, and I really enjoyed it, even though it's not necessarily up my alley for being so dark and depressing. But if you're in the mood for some Junji Ito, a dark story that is based on some true events, I definitely recommend this one, but it is mature, so be prepared for that. That's gonna do it for my pickups. Prom, thanks again for having me on, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Otaku, and my good buddy Prom asked me to be a part of this video, and I'm excited to show you guys my favorite pickups of the year. Now, Prom told me to narrow it down to one, but I couldn't just do one. There's been a lot of good things that I've watched and read this year, but I want to highlight two things, one a movie and one a manga. So he told me I have 3 minutes. There's a timer on the top of my phone here, so let's go ahead and dig into it. And the first thing I want to show off is the Graveyards of Honor Blu-ray box set by Arrow Video. This is two Japanese films based off of a real-life Yakuza member. They both use the same source material, but both films are vastly different. So the first film is directed by Kenji Fukasaku. The majority of you guys probably know him as the director of Battle Royale. And then the second one is Takashi Miike, who has directed things such as Audition, Ichi the Killer, 13 Assassins. He's probably more known to the broader audience. But both these films are very good, and while being from the same source material, like I said, they are vastly different. Kenji Fukasaku's is more down to earth, more real, and Takashi Miike gets a little zany. Both these films are fantastic, presented in a beautiful package here by Arrow Video, and it even comes with an essay book. Now, Arrow Video did put out the Gamera Blu-ray box set this year, and the Shinya Tsukamoto box set, which I almost grabbed. But this is a pair of films that I have watched multiple times this year, and every time I fall in love with something else. So I highly recommend Graveyards of Honor. And then the second thing I want to show off is something that came out last year, but this manga I have returned to this year more than anything else in my collection. I keep grabbing these two volumes of manga and reading them over and over again, and that is Ryuko from Eldo Yoshimizu. So this is a 2-volume badass babe Yakuza, again with the whole Yakuza theme, 2-volume series that is just it's got everything I want. This is very much in the same vein as Kazuo Koike. You're seeing the inspiration from Lady Snowblood. You're seeing the inspiration from Gogo 13. A lot of old school manga, and this reads like an old school manga, but it's very, very modern. And what makes this very cool is that this is the first manga in Titan Comics hard crime case, or hard case crime series. I highly recommend you guys pick this up. Every time I read it, I fall in love with it, and the art is just absolutely incredible. You get some very detailed panels, but then you get some very sketchy panels whenever the action takes place. I'll go ahead and show you guys an example here. I love this work so much. So while it is from last year, this is the thing I have returned to the most this year, and it's still one of my favorite manga releases of the past handful of years. Go pick it up. You will not be disappointed.
Alright, looks like it's once again my turn to do some talking. Thanks to everyone who participated in this video. Again, links will be in the description to all of their channels. But without further ado, we're going to get into my personal favorite pickup of 2020. And for my top manga pick of 2020, I have to go with Berserk. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for a long time, you'll know that in March, I actually picked up volumes 1 through 37 of Berserk. And of course, back in March, shit really hit the fan with the whole coronavirus thing. Everyone was on lockdown, people were quarantining. It was a very scary and uncertain time for everybody. But I really could not ask for a better series to read at the beginning of lockdown than Berserk. I've said it time and time again, the first 16 volumes of Berserk is the best manga I've ever read, and this series definitely made quarantining a lot easier in those uncertain times. Now, just in case you haven't seen that manga haul back in March of this year, or you're just curious, I actually got all these volumes in a really, really good deal from Manga Swap on Reddit, so I was very lucky to grab this set, all with the DMP spines. The collector of me wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, of course, Berserk has my highest recommendation, my third favorite series of all time, absolutely fantastic through and through, and I really, really can't wait for volume 41 to come out eventually. God knows when, but I'm really looking forward to it, and I highly recommend Berserk. Anyways, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video, talking about all of our favorite pickups of 2020. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and once again, all the links to everybody's channels who is in this video will be linked in the description below, so definitely go check out every single person. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. So yeah, this has been ThePromG. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, hope to catch you in the next one.